All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Rob here from the DA, along with Emily, Lory, and Nick. How we all doing today?
Hey.
Doing good.
Hi, everybody.
What's going on?
Thanks for tuning in. This is a first for the DAE. We are reviewing the Minecraft Carnival submissions for the DAE Challenge of the Week. Very exciting. We had some really awesome submissions. Did you all get a chance to take a look at some of our submissions?
Yeah, they're awesome.
Awesome, right? Yeah, just from one quick glance, super impressed with all the hard work everybody put in. So we're going to go through that in just a minute. I want to just quickly go over our plan. So what we'll do is we're going to take a look at each submission in a bit of detail. We'll take a look at all of the screenshots that each participant uploaded. We'll chat a little bit about what we liked, and then we'll figure out who our winner for the week is. Do you guys have any questions?
No.
You talking to the audience or to us?
I'm talking to you. DAE team. You guys are.
Does the audience have any questions?
Does the audience have any
questions?
Yeah, you guys can feel free to hit us in the live chat here if you're have any questions for anybody or just wanna chat.
So I don't have any questions, but I just want to say a quick disclaimer because we're at home and I have 3 cats that are currently staring at me from the corner of my room. If you hear a meow in the background, I may mute myself and excuse myself for a brief moment, so just a heads up.
Oh, and before we get started, I just want to give a quick shout out to the music that we've got playing in the background. This is the album Renegades by Wolf and Raven, which you can stream for free on YouTube. One of my favorite synthwave bands of all time, so I just wanted to give them a little bit of credit for the great tunes in the background. So what do you guys say? Should we get into this and start looking at the submissions?
Yeah, let's do it.
So I'm just going to pop over here to my Google Drive folder. So we have 3 submissions. We have a submission from Benji. We have a submission from Caitlin and Cassidy, who worked as a team, and a submission from Reed. So we're going to start with Benji, and let's go through the screenshots and see what there is to see. So looks like we've got 10 screenshots. I'm going to start with image 0 here if you all want to follow along. So it looks like our first image is a roller coaster, and what's really interesting about this, I was noticing this when we were looking at it before. It looks like there are drop-offs in the track, so that it looks like the minecart will kind of drop off the track and then connect with another set of tracks and then move up and drop off again. So it looks like it would be a pretty exciting ride. I thought that was a really nice touch to make it kind of a scary roller coaster. So good job, Benji. Right? So pretty
I
cool
love roller
there.
coasters.
Looks like we have an aquarium of some kind. Maybe it's one of those carnival games where you have to kind of catch a fish or something like that. It looks like it's a little aquarium or something like that. That's image number 2. I like that.
Very cool.
Just going through here, looks like we have the entrance to a building. Looks like we have a Ferris wheel. Very nice. This is, you know what's cool about this as a Ferris wheel? It looks like the old school X-Men logo, kind of. I don't know. I'm getting like an old school X-Men vibe from this, making me feel nostalgic. Right? Yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah.
It's very nice touch. I like that a lot. The orange benches are cool on the inside. I like it. What do you think?
Oh, I didn't see those at first. Yeah, I can see the benches now. I thought it was just like the outer part, but yeah, I can see that detail now.
Yeah, at first I wasn't sure where the benches were as well, and then staring at this and thinking about the old school X-Men cartoon, I noticed the orange benches. So, all right. So
thank you, X-Men.
Cool. Yeah, thanks, X-Men.
Nice, and I like the little steps up to it too. That platform looks like really well thought out.
Yeah, I like the choice of materials a lot. Also, I don't know if you notice in the background, there's a nice fence, like that blue and green fence around the perimeter of the the carnival here, which is kind of cool. I like that.
The first time I saw that, I thought it was a horde of zombies, just like
that's a bunch of zombies waiting in line to get on the rides.
1 ticket required.
That's pretty funny. I'll never not see that now. Looks like we've got our next image, another ride of some sort. We've got this yellow, looks like a bunch of ladders in the back. Maybe it's kind of a obstacle course of some kind. Can't really tell.
It reminded me of one of those rides that, like, you know how there's like the seats on 4 sides of a tower and like you just go up and down on it the whole time? That's kind of what it reminded me of.
You know, funny story about that. You know, I love amusement park rides, but that kind of ride was always one that I was too scared to go on for some reason. I knew roller coasters.
They are scary, yeah.
I understand that.
I love it because your stomach just drops like the entire time.
Yeah,
it's scary.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What puts? I mean, I've gone skydiving. I've jumped out of a plane, and still that ride scares me more. Why is that?
I don't know. My feet belong on the ground. That's where they're staying. That's as far as I got with that thought.
It's like the first couple seconds where your like stomach is in your throat. That's the most exciting part.
Oh, I know.
you know, and it just keeps happening.
You know what?
Agree to disagree.
As soon as it's safe to go to an amusement park, I'm gonna go on that ride and face my fear. Thanks, Benji.
Yes.
You've helped me face my fear. So, in the next image we have like a rowboat ride. I think that's a nice.
I really
touch.
like
There's
the rowboats.
The little
The
brick
paddle
frame.
boats
It's
have
so
made
cute.
made me so happy.
So good. Also, I like the little archway in the back with the benches.
I was about
underneath
to
it. I don't know
say,
if you
yeah.
can see that, but that's quite nice. I also love the facade of this building with the glass and that sort of teal and green pattern at the top there. That's really cool. It looks like a pretty well thought out, well detailed building. Let's see if we can. Oh, 2 water rides. Wow.
Yeah,
Very cool.
yeah.
It's like a log flume kind of water slide thing going on, and then like a bigger one, sort of a rainbow colored one in the back. It's awesome. Love it. And then it looks like we've got, from the outside, when I was looking at this before, I thought it was a circus. But when you go in, I think it's a food court. I think this is where all the vendors are. Because you can kind of see in the back, there's some signs on the walls. And then there's like, it looks like you can buy some T-shirts that looks like there's an Ender Dragon head and some armor and stuff on armor stands, which is pretty cool. So
Oh, yeah.
I
I
like
like
that
that
a lot.
there's also maybe like some entertainment over there on the left.
Yeah.
Like there's
I
some.
mean, it's definitely the big tent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
it's the
big
main. It's
top.
the main thing that you go in.
Do
You
you-
know.
Do you guys remember like Chuck E. Cheese and how they had like, you know,
Chuck
the
E.
animatronic entertainment?
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of what it's reminding me of.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a big
And I was always
gallery.
so scared to like go near
Yeah.
them, but I thought it was so cool.
Yeah, those were so funny. The animatronic animals all playing some old school music.
I was
Yeah.
all over the coin games that they had.
The coin games are always fun. Win those tickets and all that good stuff. So, okay, let's see. So, I'm just going through this. We have a couple more images. Looks like we've got a pretty cool looking carousel with the little chest out front. I like. It looks like they used Benji used real horses.
That was
I
that
love
was my
that.
favorite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
I like the style of that a lot, and I like the use of the fences as the material on the outside. I think that's really cool. It gives it like almost like an armature look. Like that's providing the structure of the carousel. That's like really nice. A nice touch.
Yeah, that's
And
a
then,
really creative way to use the fences.
I love it. Oh, and there's some
I
more
want to
water
know more
rides.
about this. I want to know more about the brick building and like what's going on in there.
Oh, in
Yeah.
the previous photo?
Yeah. I didn't
Yeah,
know if it was the back of a different ride that I saw or what.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. That's
Yeah, right there.
You know what we'll do the next time we do a Minecraft submissions for a Minecraft challenge is let's request that the players do a little screen grab and do a fly through so we can see each building.
Oh,
I think that
okay.
would be really neat.
Yeah,
but
that would be fun.
That's a good
but the
idea.
screenshots are giving us a lot of detail here. I mean, I think I've seen a good amount. There's a lot of really cool water rides. I'm really into that. Cool. Any other thoughts before we move on to our next submission?
Yeah, what I'm wondering, like, why? So I couldn't help but notice there's like a little chest on top of that middle water ride. So I'm like, is this like, do you have to like climb up and face the water, or is it like, is that like that's like where you put your ticket in? Like, I don't know. I'm kind of curious. This leaves me with more questions.
Yeah. That's And, Benji, if you're watching, let us know in the comments. What's the function of the chest? Is that, like Nick said, for tickets, or is it you have to face your fears and you win a prize? Who knows?
One last thing I'll say about this carnival is I love the use of color. Lots of yellows, greens, blues, and of course the patterning on the big tent I think is really awesome.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's really nice because it gives you separation between sections of the carnival, right? Like it's not all monochrome. It's like the water rides are a certain color, and then the building with the animatronic animals is another color, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Right.
And just variety of materials too, not just with the color.
it's awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, good job, Benji. This was fantastic. I appreciate
Nice
your hard
work.
work. This
Loved
was
it.
really good. So let's move on to our next set, which is our duet, Caitlin and Cassidy. Let's take a look here. So let's hop in there. It looks like we have about 58 images. So I think we
We
should
got a lot.
move through these at a reasonable pace, but let's take a quick bit through. Well, what I really like is they have their Welcome to Scareville title card. I think you gotta give that some points. That's really well thought out with the little ghost emoji. I love it.
Yeah.
Scareville. So, and this is nice.
Scareville.
This is a themed carnival too. So we've got a Halloween theme. I'm really liking this so far. Oh, and we have highlights. So there is the Black Cat Ride, the Nightmare Before Christmas Fun House, Spider Ferris Wheel, Ghost Carousel, Boo Bumper Boats, Witch's Bounce House, the Sandworm Ride. I'm getting kind of a Dune vibe there.
I was about to say.
Right? The Shia Ride. The Witch's Brew roller coaster. Food, games of chance, creepy carnies, and much more. I see that this attention to detail I'm very excited about. This is what makes me so happy that Minecraft is a thing.
Yeah.
Right? So
Exactly.
good. So let's go into this. So it looks like I'm just going to check the reference guide here. This must be this first one. It's like a sort of a jack-o'-lantern facade with like a guard out front, which is kind of cool. It looks like I'm sorry,
entrance, perhaps?
Maybe,
is this the entrance, perhaps?
That might be.
Because we got like a ticket booth on the left here.
Yeah. Looks like that might actually be a potions booth if you go to the next screenshot. There's some potions there. That's really cool. Okay. So that's awesome. Cobweb cotton candy. Wow.
I thought that was
really
super cool.
And it's free. So you got to love that. So cobweb
Yum.
cotton candy. I love that.
Oh, I didn't even see the
I feel
writer
like
on the
you can't-
sign.
You can't have a carnival without cotton candy.
No.
Like, there's
Yeah.
just no way.
It's not a carnival without that. You're absolutely
I think you get
right.
shut down if you don't have it.
That's correct. The carnival police will come and close you down.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. We've got something going on in this building. There's a bunch of people standing around something creepy. It looks like a skeleton. I can't quite make heads or tails of that. This
Creepy
is
carnies.
Creepy carnies. These must be the
Could be the creepy carnies.
Yeah. Looks like we have zombie horses. If we move in a little bit, there's
Whoa.
like a zombie horse corral. Which is
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Ah, now we have like a skull building. That's kind of cool. Couple
That's
of
really
skull
cool.
buildings there. Very cool. Oh, there's a map. Are you lost?
I
Here's
was.
the map.
I
That is.
caught this. I was very impressed with that.
That's again. It's that
How do you
attention to
do
detail.
that?
That is impressive. Looks like we have a cake stand, and there's actually a villager manning the booth, which is pretty cool. So there are actually people working in the booths, which is great.
Oh, I was
cost-
wondering. I couldn't put that together. It's people working.
Yeah, that's awesome. Not only that, it looks like there's a price tags. Cake is 2 emeralds, so that's kind of cool. Also, super good attention to detail. Nice work so far. So this black cat house is the coolest thing I've seen in Minecraft in a long time. I mean, think about.
Yeah.
First of all, just the design of that's awesome, and the use of material is great. Plus, like the glowing eyes. I mean, that's super cool.
The glowing eyes are cool.
Super
As
cool.
another small detail, if you look at the fountain, there's like little signs with skulls and crossbones on them.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I
love
see that now.
Yeah, the banners. That's really, really cool. That's the attention to detail is really nice. And there's like it looks like a shooting range. There's 2 pictures of bows on there, like carnival games, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We've got this image. I can't see the sign on it, but I assume this is one of the, bounce house or something like that. I don't remember the list of all the things.
I think it's the bounce house.
Bounce house. It looks like there's this crazy roller coaster that goes up in this black and white object. I can't quite make out the detail of what that is, but it looks like a fun ride.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Continuation of the coaster, it looks like, on the next
yeah.
one.
Yep, and I like that there's that, you can kind of walk underneath it with all those lamps, those lanterns. That's pretty cool. Very cool, very cool.
Yeah.
A rowboat ride, got the bumper boats. That's very cool.
Got them boats.
Still one of my faves.
Also,
It just
check
makes
out
it so, like, serene.
check out the wall, the with the purple top there with those torches along it. That's really cool. I like the
That's
border
really
there.
cool.
This must be the spider something or other that we had seen in the. I don't know if any of you have that guide up, but it looks like that's the
I
spider
can pull it up.
building. Very cool, very cool.
Spider Ferris wheel?
That must be the
it
spider
a
Ferris
Ferris wheel?
wheel, I guess.
I have to go back and look at it.
Yeah. I'm just kind of. Oh, here's the ghost carousel. Very cool. And again, the black and white checker gives it a really cool effect. Very good.
Yeah,
Halloween-y
that's super
effect.
sweet. The Halloween checkered
man.
black and white. And I like the sign too. I like that there's signs for things.
Oh yeah. It looks like we have another food vendor here. Can't see the detail on that sign. Pumpkin. Oh, pumpkins. You can buy
welcome-
pumpkins, and there's a certain number of emeralds to buy pumpkins. Cool. So you could buy a pumpkin. Makes sense.
Christian just asked, can I put a friend's YouTube in chat if it's okay if not?
Sure. Why
Yeah,
not?
as long as it's appropriate.
Yeah,
Awesome.
as long as it's appropriate, I'm okay with it. Thanks for tuning in, Christian. Looks like we got some cool roller coasters here, which is great. I'm just going to kind of advance through here. I just want to make sure we, give everybody enough time. So, I got to say that cat, the black cat building is one of my favorites. So,
yeah.
What are your thoughts on this? I mean, obviously the amount of work that went into this and the attention to detail is pretty impressive. So,
yeah, and it's themed. It's like a Halloween theme, kind of spooky, and Scaresville kind of reminds me of Scarsdale. So it's kind of like, in tune to like where we're living and stuff. I don't know. I think it's really cool, and they thought about it really well.
I like that they hit on like pretty much every staple of what makes a good carnival. I can't really think of any carnival attraction that they didn't really hit on, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I just think it was well thought out, well planned. The colors were all uniform, which is obviously different than what we were talking about with Benji's. I really liked the separation of colors in his, but because this was a themed park, the color theme throughout the whole thing, I think was perfect. And just great job. The attention to detail, all the signs, the banners, just very, very impressive. You can tell that you worked really hard on this, and I am very thoroughly impressed. So
I'm actually still going through some of the extras, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. Well done.
And now let's finish up with Reed's build. Let's take a look here. We have, looks like we have 4 screenshots. So let's dissect these a little bit and take a look. So let's start with that first image. So we have a villager at the entrance. This looks like it's our entrance. Enter 1 diamond for payment. That's very cool. I love bringing in the actual things that you'd have in a carnival, like a ticket booth, like the price tags on things. I love that. So very nicely done there. I also
love. Oh, go ahead, Rob.
No, after you.
I was just gonna say each villager has a straw hat. I don't know if that goes in by default, but I just love that little extra tip to it because it makes it feel more carnival-y.
Carnivali.
Oh yeah.
Carnivalist? No, wait. That's not right.
Go ahead, Emily. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna note, right away, the ground is really cool. That's such a cool texture, and it's really well thought out.
It's great. It's really, really great. I think that this is the only one where we have a ground texture, which is really cool. So gotta shout that out.
Sure.
Also, this Ferris wheel is very impressive.
It's so
I was gonna
cool.
say this was my favorite Ferris wheel just because it's so detailed and
it's so awesome,
colorful, and just
it
looks cool.
like Reed used the different colored wool to put the roofs, and the choice in colors in wool in Minecraft is awesome. So love the colors. I love that. I think that's really unique. I also, again, love the use of, I think those are fences for that sort of structure of the Ferris wheel. It's so nice looking. Really, really awesome. And in front of that, I'm not quite sure if this is the line to get on the Ferris wheel, but with the glass blocks, that's kind of neat. And then it looks like we have a cake stand next to it, which is also awesome.
I love cake.
Yeah,
and it actually looks like I'm looking at the back of the cake stand here, and it looks like there's a dispenser there. So it's possible Reed may have actually used a command block to have the cake stand actually create the cakes.
Wow, I didn't know you could do that.
Cool. Yeah, so that's really cool. That is a dispenser, so I'm not sure what it does, but I can only assume it makes cakes.
We have a
dispenser that dispenses cakes.
We have a comment from Reed. Actually, it says it's a basketball shooting stand.
Oh, gotcha. Perfect. So next to the cake booth, we have the basketball shooting stand. Very cool. So it's like the carnival game where you throw the basketball.
I see it now.
Yeah.
I see it. That's awesome.
Awesome. Nice job. Love this. All right, let's check out the next shot here. So we have this outdoor seating area. This I love. The outdoor picnic area with really, really nicely designed benches. I think that's great. Because
I like it too because it's centered. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. It's great. It's central to the carnival, right? And not only that, any good carnival has a place to hang out in between rides. You go on a few rides, you get a little nauseous, you have to sit down for a little while and wait it out, right?
And eat a little bit of funnel cake,
while shooting basketball.
Shoot a couple hoops.
So
I love it.
See that?
And the adults need a place to sit as well because you get a little tired a little bit more easily.
Awesome.
I love it.
Also,
I love
this is a very, very nice carousel. It's very large in size. You know, that's one thing I'll say about Reed's build is the items in it are of a little bit larger stature than some of the other builds. It's a very, very large Ferris wheel, very large carousel. So that's really neat. Love the outdoor seating area. And now there's a really nice looking roller coaster with that red and black.
Roller coaster is awesome.
You know what's really
and I like
cool?
like the tracks going up and then
So cool.
like the slide going down the back. It looks like
It's awesome.
And you know what's cool about this too? He included like those ladders on the sides, you know, because in case they need to do like maintenance and stuff like that. Like that's really, really like detail oriented.
Yeah, awesome. And again, this shot just shows you the scale of the Ferris wheel that Reed created. So that is impressive.
That's very true.
I'm really psyched about that. So I think those are all of Reed's images. So let's talk silver. So this is a challenging one, right? Because all of these builds were very impressive and clearly a lot of work went into it. I will say, Caitlin and Cassidy's was pretty robust. I mean, you can tell they put a lot of work and a lot of attention to detail, but I think Reed and Benji did as well. I mean, I think they put a lot of detail in it as well. So, I mean, how do we pick a winner in this situation? It's challenging, right?
It's tough because they each had their own sort of focuses and themes, and they all did creative stuff with it. Like, I don't know, guys. Open the floor.
So, I think because this is our first DAE project week ever, and the first time we've ever gotten submissions, and all three of these builds were so good, I think we're going to make all three of them winners. They're all winners, and they all get a prize.
All right.
I like that.
Pretty good. Feel pretty good about that.
I'm so happy.
I think everybody's got.
I didn't want to have to choose.
Yeah, we don't want to have to choose because they're all so good. So all three of you we're going to consider you winners. As we move forward with this and we start getting more submissions, we will obviously have to choose winners, but I think the three of you did such an awesome job, and the attention to detail was definitely there that, you know, we're gonna declare you all winners. I do want to give that honorable mention to Caitlin and Cassidy for that level of detail. I mean, that really, really blew me away. Nice job. But you all did a great job. So to redeem your prizes, just send an email or have your parents send an email to the info@thedae.com, and we'll give you all the details. You're all going to win. You get a free online gaming session with us, and, definitely email. We'll make sure you get that redeemed. And great job. Thanks so much for participating in this. Stay tuned because we're going to release a video on Monday. Detailing what the project of the week for next week is. It's probably not going to be a Minecraft project. We're going to change it up, try and do something different every week, but we will do another Minecraft build challenge, and it will be different than a carnival. But anything to add?
No, just great job, everyone. We
everyone,
loved
it was
it.
great
And
to
this
look
was
at
so
everything.
much fun. This was so much
great.
fun to review everything live and chat.
I'm really, really impressed with how well thought out everything is. So great job, everybody who submitted.
Yeah, absolutely. And anybody tuning in, please throw a comment if you saw something you really liked in any of these builds. Let's give some recognition to these great Minecraft builders, and make sure you hit subscribe because we release tons of great online content on our YouTube channel. We release tech tips every weekday at noon. We release these project sessions every weekday at 10 and 2 where our incredible DAE team creates something awesome live and interacts with all of you. And make sure you check out thedae.com for our full list of online workshops. And keep in mind, we can book a private lesson on pretty much any topic under the sun. So if you're interested in a private lesson, visit thedae.com. And I think we're going to wrap up for today. So
I have one more tidbit.
Yes, bring it on, Nick.
So because we're changing our challenges up weekly, if there's any particular challenge that you want to see, let us know in the comments. Yeah. Because we're definitely open to user feedback. We're definitely open to hearing all your feedback on that. So any ideas, throw them out our way.
Absolutely. And also same thing with our project sessions. If you want to see any of us work on a specific kind of project, throw it in the comments and we'll do our best to accommodate. So please let us know what you'd like to see. We're here to entertain you, teach you things, and have a little fun all together while we're apart. So on that note, I think we're going to call it a day. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Alrighty.
Sounds good.
We'll see you next
Nice
week.
job, everybody. Yep.
All right. Take care now.
Bye, guys.
Bye.